I hope everybody's doing okay today. We'll see if anybody wants to come in. I look a little better than yesterday, huh? Yeah. I wasn't allowed to take the eye patch and stuff off yesterday. I just had surgery done on this eye. Thankfully, they didn't have to take it out this time, so it don't look nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to look. Kind of hard to tell that I had surgery yesterday on it, but I did. Ah, goodness sakes. Oh, my goodness. I heard from she would have probably been my stepsister if my dad and her mom ever had gotten married, but they didn't. Only they know why. I don't know. But they were together many a year, so she was like a little sister to me in a way. I got to hear from her today. I haven't heard from her in 30 plus years. It's like, wow. So, what can one say? I'll be really blessed if I live to 70. Her mom's in her 90s. My dad was 72, so if I can match him or beat him, it'd be glorious. Cheers. Howdy, howdy. I'm going to have to start going back to his tapes because I had quite the audience there listening to his tapes at one time. I took a break on them because of the other things I had to do. But not a tape at this time. I've got plenty more in play. But this guy lies so much he forgets all of his lies. I can't say how many times if you go listen to the ones that I put on here. Just look up the Scott Winslow 1 through 7 or whatever. And listen to how many times he says that there's a tape, he's got a tape of walking up to my motorhome and I was outside and I shit my hand, all kinds of stupid stuff and whatnot. To this day, he keeps this nonsense up on the internet and whatnot. And how he has phone, you know, and mega storage on his phone and all this other crap. And I found this. Rhonda sent this to me today. It says, I went up and knocked on his door. He came outside as soon as I said Woody, I bolted. Right there by the red. That's Woody LePage sending that to Steve. Now, which is it? On his videos, he said I was outside and I seen him and shit my pants and run inside and locked the door. Here he says, I went up and knocked on the door. He come outside. As soon as I said Woody, he bolted. Where'd I bolt to? But here's the better one. Because in his videos, them sound tapes and everything, he swears how he has this video and he don't never throw nothing away and this, that, and the other. What's funny to me is this one. I no longer have access to that video. Now, he told her and everything, Ron and everything, whatnot, that he's got this video. Hey, how you doing? And yet, he's telling his partner in crime, I no longer have access to that video. It's on a phone that just disappeared one day. That's why nobody has seen or heard about it. No point bringing up a video that I can't show. But yet they keep harping about this video. And he even admits it don't exist way back then to Steve. So, I mean, how many times can you catch a person in a lie? It's crazy. They were two videos. Mine starts way before him and shows him running back to the RV and locking the door when he realized who I am. That's when the video starts, which is a total lie. If you watch the video, I shared it on Facebook just the other day. He comes to knock on the door. My door's open, the screen door's shut. He comes walking like he's going to knock on the door, but I seen him walking up. And he's there, and he's, no, and I opened the screen door. I don't shut the door. I open the screen door. And he's, oh, I'm like, what the hell do you want? And he kept on, so I closed the screen door, and I did latch it because I had some idiot outside yelling at me. He keeps saying I didn't know who he was, but then he says that I know who he was. So they just keep trapping themselves, and they're getting worse and worse and worse in their lies. And I hope how soon that it all gets taken care of. That will be a blessing. I took the shit packages they sent to me and all over to the post office today like I was supposed to. Hopefully they make the calls to the post office. I certainly did. Took the packages over there. And hopefully the post office will prosecute or look into it now. So, a message held for review, message held for review. That's about the fifth one I've seen. What's it say? Show me what it said, and I'll tell. Oh, yeah, no wonder they have it. Some stupidity. But hey, you know what about when they make them stupidity remarks like that? You know, about having a boner or whatever. Just to be on someone's live and comment. It's cool, because that's one comment I didn't have. And every time someone comments and interacts with it, that's cool. That's one more. I mean, it takes a lot of points to do anything. But the more points, more interaction, the better the algorithm, the better chance I've got to grow the audience and all. Now that I've had this surgery done yesterday, it's probably like the middle of next month to the beginning of April. I'll be getting back on the road, hopefully, with the Cannebago here, driving all the way to D.C. Hell, I may even go down to Florida this year. That's all up in the air now. I'm trying to work that out. But nobody belongs in jail for weed, man. Nobody. And if you think that you believe in that too, go to my website, 420jim.com, and sign the petition to free all cannabis prisoners. I say nobody belongs in jail for weed. It also asks that they remove it from the Class 1 narcotic, because that's their way of gun control in the United States. As long as it stays a Class 1 or Class 2 narcotic, you can't own or possess a firearm. Yeah, you can't. So that's what's wrong with keeping in Class 1 or Class 2. Beside the fact that they've said it's no medical value since the 70s and held the medical patent on it since the 70s. It's kind of a big oxymoron if you ask me. They own the medical patent on something they declared had no medical value. You know, now all this stuff is coming out and people are investigating this, that, and the other. Sign that petition. It don't cost you nothing, anything. Sign the petition. Get a couple of your buddies on it. I'll drive straight up towards the White House like I did when Obama was in it. I'll do a march and let's show them how many people are back it, you know, behind it. I'm not in prison. It's not for me. But I don't think nobody belongs in prison for weed. And I'm not one of the Johnny-come-lately groups that, you know, started in the 2020, 21, whatever. I started my mission in 2014, you know. It's kind of like how NORML started many years ago and they ain't did a darn thing. If it's legal, they don't get donations no more, so I don't think they want it legal. Now, there's groups out there that want the cannabis prisoners out, and they are trying, and I wish they would join up with each other and do it, but, you know, they don't like me, don't like what I'm doing, whatever, and won't join the fight. Hey, Roger Dodger. But that's okay, because I know for sure that Mr. Trump knows who I am. I'm sure Mr. Trump knows the type of vehicle and whatever I drive. Now, whether he will admit that he knows of me or anything, I don't know. But I'd sure like to go to D.C. and do another march, if nothing else. My first couple of years, I did a march with Obama in office, and on my way out, I'd like to do a march on Trump in D.C. I think it would be good. Hey, look how handsome I am today. No surgery patch on there today. Oh, you're not the first one that's told me that. You're not the first one that told me that, but then I'd say you must have went to the wrong site, because mine's at change.org, which, as you found out if you went there, is a legal petition site. Now, at the end, they will ask you if you'd like to chip in $1, $10, whatever they decide they want to ask you, which I have no control of that. I wish they didn't do that, because they make it sound like it goes to me. And it don't help me in no way, shape, or form. Supposedly, yeah, I know you're joking, but I'm trying to explain it in case somebody goes there. That's all. Yeah, I know you're joking, but at the end of the petition, it does. That's one of the last questions. It says, would you like to chip in on it? And if you look right below it, I think I mentioned that yesterday or whatever, I normally mention it, it says, no thanks, I'd rather share. To me, if everybody just signed it and shared it, to me, giving them money is throwing it away. I don't know. They say if you give them money, that my petition reaches more people. I've never got any signatures just random like that, so I don't know where they send these, to. But people over the past have sent in all kinds of money on my petitions to help better it. It never worked. Never worked at all. Not that I've seen. The best way to get signatures is me driving around and getting people to actually sign it, and depending on them to get a friend to sign it. That's the best way. But, yeah, I'll have people tell me, I supported your mission, I sent you $20. And I'm like, what, when, where, how? When I signed the petition. I'm sorry you gave them $20, but no way, shape, or form does that come to me, not even one penny of it. And that's just how that is. I can't change none of that. I had people, well, not people, I had one guy accuse me of charging him to sign the petition. And I told him, he's crazy. What he was talking about, I tell people if they want to sign the RV, and the RV is not a petition. I've never told anybody that it's a petition. The RV is my home. It's a billboard. It's how we get around and spread the word. And if you want to tag it, a penny, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, a hug, anything. Yeah, and that's not telling people they got to pay to sign the petition. I said, you sign the petition online. You just go online and click it. How in the heck do I charge you to sign the petition? But people are what they are. They say what they want to say, and none of them's above lying. Look at the ones I'm dealing with now. They can't speak the truth if it hit them in the face. The same guy, I don't know if you listened to the tapes. I think he was in and out on some of them. But the same guy that says that there's 2 videos of that day of him outside my RV and whatnot, and I mean swore to it. Yeah, oh no, I lost my phone, and yeah, I can't produce that footage. And yet they say I try and back things out. And then there's the video that he just did where he clips parts at the city council meeting. But I watched the whole city council meeting thing. I was proud of myself. Now, when I did cuss, I had already left the building. I'd already said goodnight to the cops and stuff. I was outside on the steps talking to my viewers on the phone. He tries to make it look like I can't cuss the council and stuff. What idiots. Is that a question mark there? I can't tell if that's a question mark or what. Come on, I'm half blind. Oh, yeah. Oh, what do you mean that they're still messing with you? Okay, the one claims that that just started 8 years ago. Okay, so by his own admission, he's had something against me for 8 years. The one that keeps lying, the one I'm talking about right now, Scott Winslow Albert. The other one, he wasn't until like 3.5, 4 years ago. And if you look at all the videos up until then, I just shared one, a memory or something about him the other day. You know, all the TikTok videos he did about what a great guy I am. Every video, from the day when he met me to months later when I got up to his place in Rochester, and a couple weeks later after I left there, and another month had went by, a friend of mine gave him $400 to come to an event. It was a weekend with 420 Jim. It was a 420 Jim grill and chill. And only so many people was invited, and it had to be, you know, people we trusted, knew, whatever. It's private property. I know how. It was great. And for her to send him the money to come, you know, how great was that? At first he was going to come on bus, and it was, you know, $250 something, whatever. But then he couldn't. But he would fly, and she sent him $400 to get on the plane. He didn't. And then next thing you know, he's posting about how him and his wife are camping up somewhere at his friend's cabin. And she asked him, you know, hey, where's my money? And he's like, I'll give it to you $100 a month or whatever. And then he got hold of me and asked me why, you know. And I said, well, dude, you know, why'd you take her money? You owe her, you know, you need to pay her. And that's when he made these fake accounts and started coming after me. He went from don't get him wrong, not the best supporter, nothing. I've had a lot better supporters than him and stuff. But the biggest fake supporter I've ever had, making all these videos to help me get there and everything and whatnot. And then as someone, and if you come over to my Facebook, Roger Dodger, you can actually, I'll tag her in it and bring her up. You can ask her. She'll tell you about the $400. She'll tell you anything, pretty much the same thing I'll tell you. So will any of my people that's been there. He makes a comment on that one video that none of my people are there no more because it's, you know, now it's all new people. They've run the old ones off. Bullshit. Just the other night, Frank, and then he tells about Frankie. Frankie's been there since 2014. Penny Ford's been there since 2014, and I got quite a few others. So yeah, and why they won't stop? Don't know. They keep thinking it's just funny, and then I'm going to take it, and I'm not. I forgive them. I've tried forgiving them. They don't want forgiveness, so what can you do? You know, they made a video that they want to. Now I haven't seen this, so don't take me word for word or nothing like that. Let me, and I'll tell you about the video that they made and their demands. If I forget, remind me what I was going to tell you. Now, you got the characters right? Rhonda, no, they're not scammers. They're liars and thieves trying to ruin my life. Rhonda sent me a message. Damn it. I just had it on my mind. Of course, you know Rhonda. Rhonda's the one he tricked into coming after me in Topeka. That bumped me with her car and all that. They've got all the police and the city meeting, all that involved. Rhonda could have took me out. Rhonda could have done some really bad damage and whatnot. But when she found out the truth, she come forward, and she's the one sending me all this evidence, all these tapes, everything. Bless her heart. But, what was it? Heck, I forgot. So much in that bullshit that, you know, and their deal. See, I knew I'd remember. Hang on. I had just the day before did the video and blah, blah, blah. And Rhonda calls me that evening and said, "Hey, did you see their latest video or clip?" And I'm like, "No, Rhonda, I don't watch them." Somebody like her will tell me there's one there. You know, every once in a while I'll go see how many followers he's got or how many videos, whatever, but I don't watch his videos. And he said, well, and the video is titled, I think, My Half-Ass Apology to Woody. I think that's the video you got to find. Not sure about, I think that's the title, something like that. So evidently they made their own. And if I was to apologize to Scott Winslow, Albert, his old lady, Steve and his old lady, they would stop and take the videos down. That ain't never gonna happen. Never. I'm not gonna lie, I don't owe them apologies for nothing. Nothing at all. Not a thing do I owe them an apology for. I don't owe them forgiveness. I give them forgiveness. Now, if they want to come together in front of the notary public and put in writing that the things that they've stated in the videos and stuff is not necessarily true, it was done for whatever kicks, joys, or whatever they want to call it, and every video is taken down, deleted, never to be seen under, perjury of law, had that notarized, signed, I could live with that. I could live with that. But they're not going to do that. But that's my proposal back to them. Now, it's going to be awful funny if the FBI finally gets involved, because there's half a dozen of them, and it's growing. If you add in the Awesome Possum crew, okay, they need to nip it in the butt before any more people get involved, because now I know Steve's wife's involved. I know Shirley Morgan, Scott Winslow's wife's involved. Her teenage daughter's involved. They don't think none of that counts. But when an investigation finally gets open, I hope like hell it counts. Because just like they was on my ass lying and telling people I was a scammer and a value, I'm going to be on their ass about this investigation. You can bet on that. I just want the truth to come out. And hell, all they got to do is go down my Facebook timeline, listen to the calls and stuff, and they got the truth. So they can play it however they want to play it. Smart person would stop, but they still making videos up. I mean, I think day before yesterday is the last time I heard that they made one, but they do that. They go a day or two. But see, when I'm wrong and stuff, I try and correct things. Like the other day, I said, hey, I got them. Here's the proof of the email. Because when I tell you I got proof of something, I'm not going to call it, I'm not going to show you a couple of days later, say, oh, somebody stole my phone was gone, oh, I can't find that. I'm not going to tell you that. But all up until right now he can't say that. Right now I have in messages that nobody knew we had sent to Rhonda. I mean, come on. He just did videos and stuff and didn't admit any of that. As soon as I find that something is, because see, the email from the chief of police, I swear, I thought that was sent to him from the chief of police, because I get it sent from a Woody email, which they made dozens, so who knows, okay? At that time, I had no idea. I thought it was him, but I always said it's him or one of his friends. Well, it just so happened at the time they weren't friends. Ended up being friends, so I was kind of right in that way too. But who knew a trucker was bored and would take that opportunity and pretend to be that guy and rile things up, and then that guy sat back and just say, oh, I got someone else doing this, I'm going to go over here and ruin his other things. So it's all coming to light, and they could do the right thing, especially Scott Winslow Albert, man. If I was such that great guy and all your town people know him and this, that, and the other like he talks, I think I'd be telling the truth about now. Because everything I've got on him shows him nothing but a flat-out liar. Nothing but a flat-out liar. And I'd tell that to his face, the judge. God already knows it, I don't have to tell it to him. But, he's not a Christian, he don't believe in Jesus, so bearing false witness don't mean nothing to him. And it means a lot to me. And maybe that devil's going to go down to Georgia after this. I'll leave it up in the Lord's hands. They should have stopped a long time ago. Now that the ball's rolling and I finally got the attention of the feds and stuff, it's going to go where it goes. Let the good Lord let it go wherever it goes. 2 people are willing to testify that they conspired to have my mission taken down and get me off the internet and stuff like that. They conspired to do a crime. Okay? You don't even have to actually do it, which they've done. Okay? All you got to do is talk about it. And it's a conspiracy to do something wrong. So not only we know they did something wrong, 2 of them are ready to come forward and face the judge and the consequences. Yes, we was involved with racketeering, trying to mess with 420 Jim. Bryson, he's just going to say, man, I don't know why I did it. I thought it was funny at the time, didn't know it was going to go like this, didn't know it was going to get out of hand, didn't know that they was going, and he didn't know that they was going to try and get people hurt. You know what I mean? It did get out of hand. There's no excuse why it did, but it did. And her, well, she should have found out more about me before she did the thing she did, but at least she came forward. And she knows she can go to jail too. Bryson and her are not guilty. They're just willing to come forward, and they're helping me to straighten my life back out and everything because they know that it was so wrong. And that's great that they're coming forward. And if you go look over at their pages again, listen to what they're talking about. The same people, they're friends, just like I was. They're friends at first. But when they found out how phony they were, they loved Bryson. Once they found out he was a trucker, he come on a video and said, rah, 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 it's me. They loved him. Him and Scott became friends that day. Bryson even says that. They loved him as long as he was torturing me. When they turned their back on him, started hating him and making all these videos, they didn't care. They didn't care when he was torturing me that he was calling veterans bad names and black people the N-word and stuff. But as soon as he come to my side and told the truth and apologized to everybody, they're making videos about it and threatened to make a page about him like they do me. And the trucker, driving across the country calling black people in and veterans cocksuckers and this, that, and the other. And they're making pages and groups about Rhonda here in the sexual groups and stuff, tormenting her. So their characters out there. It's in their videos and everything. So I hope they get stopped. I forgive them all, but they need to be stopped. They're trying to ruin people's lives. They brought Jessica in it. They brought a good man, Corey, in it. There's screenshots where they said that they were going, any of my friends, their accounts was, vulnerable. Anybody that went against them, basically, they were going to come and get them and do to them what they're doing to me, like Rick 10, I think it was. Maybe it wasn't Rick Trent. No, it was Trent Richards, Trent something. A friend up there by Kokomo. And they literally told him, that they were going to call his job and all kinds of stuff and make him trouble like they made me. So it wasn't just they threatened me. And I've got Woody himself on tape at least twice stating that he come and he mentioned a pickup truck. And now here there's a video, which I'm sure Ron has probably made a copy of it all. But they told me in the video, he mentioned something about it coming down to Arizona at the science fair, something. And he may just come hook me up with his pickup. Now, kind of funny, I got them. But they are threats to me, they're threats to my family, and I've also got them at Messenger. So, I wouldn't come down here if I was anyone to mess around in Black Canyon City. We got one of the best sheriff's departments there is. And, they send them out here on a welfare check a couple times. Well, they're my friends just like anybody else in this town. They'll be here lickety-split. So, this is one of them FAFO towns, little towns. Neighbors take care of neighbors and stuff. But I'm not scared of them. Number one, my Lord and Savior, Jesus. I believe in him like he don't. Me, I die, I'm going to heaven to meet my Father. So that's got to happen one day. And if it's because some lying piece of crap, oh well. But him, man, I don't know. His soul won't be burning in hell for quite a while unless he comes to Jesus. But enough about them anyway. I don't even like talking about them. I want to talk about the mission, getting the bus back on the road. You know, good Lord willing, this eye is going to heal up in the next couple of weeks. I've actually got some vision in it. It's blurry. It looks like I got some color. Now, it can take, 3 to 6 weeks to get my vision back and all that. But pretty cool. I've already got some vision through it and all. I like it. I like it. Here we go. Anybody like to sign the petition? And you can also go to 420jim.com. All these signatures are going to be all over this new paint job here in a couple months. All you people new to me and YouTube, because I've done my mission for the last 10 years on Facebook. This is the first year I'll be putting it on YouTube also. So subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you nothing. I'll be driving around telling people about the petition to release all of our cannabis prisoners. And I'm going to hand out a little Jesus to everybody as long as I can afford to buy them and hand them out. But this is a 1987 Winnebago. And this year, when I decided to go back and do one more year and everything, I renamed her. She used to be the Cannabis. Now it's the Cannabago. Because of it being a Winnebago. So let's call it a 1987 Cannabago. I need to go back in because it's kind of bright out here on my eye. I had to go first thing this morning for my after surgery care. That's why they took the patch off and all that. Made sure that everything was good still. And now I started on my antibiotic and steroid drops to heal it. I'd like to be on the road by April 1st. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing, my buddy? Hey, that's looking better, isn't it, already? Yesterday, of course, it was all patched up. Yesterday was the surgery where they squirted liquid in my eye and all that crap and washed the silicone out. But I've got nothing but good things to say about the doctor and all there at Retinal Consultants of Arizona. Man, they did a heck of a job. And I've got blurry vision with it. Of course, I got a big gas air bubble. Not a gas bubble, but an air bubble this time. It's supposed to disappear in like 3 days. The gas bubble was more like 6 weeks. But I do have blurry vision and color. Well, I'm not going to, well, yeah, color. I mean, it don't look like it don't look just like light and dark shades of black. So yeah, I see a little color. It's blurry. This morning I couldn't see nothing. Of course, I had that patch on. I thought that'd be a funny one. But anyhow, yeah. And if I think how, like, I see better now than I did when they took the patch off this morning. When they first took the patch off, it was all blurry. I couldn't make anything out of this eye, I couldn't really, and now if I close this eye, yeah, I've got blurry vision, so I think it's healing pretty good. I think it's healing pretty good. It's only been a day, and it's aggravating having this air bubble there. The first one was clear, not the oil. That was just kind of like a dull clear. This is just air, and it looks black, and so it stands out, and I can see it every time my heart beats. Yeah, I can see the bubble. I see my heartbeat in this bubble in my eye if I just pay attention to it. And of course, it moves all around, and hopefully that's gone in a couple of days, and my vision just gets a little better, a little better, a little better. And then I'm going to decide whether I have cataract surgery or hit the road and have it at the end of the year. Because, I mean, before my retina tour, I was driving, I was doing good. I could pass the driver's test, all that stuff, you know. So I should have vision at least the way I had before I come off the road. But, and I'd probably make it through the year, whatever. But I'm going to have my cataracts done either. It depends. If I can get them set up, like, I'm going to start calling tomorrow and see if I can get someone to work on this eye while this one's healing. You know, I can navigate enough out of this one to get to the doctor and get home, you know, whatnot, until this one healed up a couple of days. So I think I want to do that. Find me a cataract doctor and have him do this eye while this one's healing. And then when this one's healed, this one, I can go in and have him do the cataract on it, and he'd had a chance to heal from all this retina stuff. Just my thought, anyway. Mr. Will Bird, I'm sorry. Are you still here? Hey, Mr. Bird, Mr. Will, you've been on here and you've heard them tapes and stuff. You remember when old boy says how there's two tapes. One of, you know, that I wasn't showing the right one, just making him look bad for coming up in my motorhome. Rhonda just sent me where he admitted to her that he lost that phone. Because, see, Steve was wanting that tape. You know, because he said he had it, you know. Well, Steve wanted to use that tape just, you know, he wanted to get that tape. He can't stand the fact that I bring that up all the time. Well, where the hell's these tapes that they got? Because they've never been able to produce any tape. Mine, they got nobody. They've never been able to produce them. And Rhonda is more, she said, hey, listen. She said, look what's highlighted in red. And I'm like, what? And she said, yeah, just go ahead and look what's highlighted in red. His first one said, I went up and knocked on the door. He came outside. As soon as I said, Woody, he bolted. This one's my favorite. I no longer have access to that video. It's on a phone that just disappeared one day. That's why nobody has seen or heard about it. No point bringing it up if it can't be shown. Yeah. I wonder what video they back up on that one. You know, what's he going to do about that one? See, they had no idea. Of course they didn't know. When they was using Rhonda and getting all this evidence gives me and whatnot, you know, they were trying to make her think I was so bad and this, that, and the other. She was in these groups and they had no idea she was going to be taking screenshots and stuff. Rhonda's kind of like me. When it comes to recording calls and screenshot and everything, Rhonda's been screwed over in her life on things, you know, younger and whatnot. And she's had people screw her over so bad that she does that. Lo and behold, when I started getting screwed over 8 years ago, like they say, I say, you know, and I'm not going to tell you I lost my phone, it ain't here, whatever. I do tell you I have it, and eventually it does pop up. And when I'm wrong, just like the other day, and Bryson contacted me after I played the thing saying that, I got proof that Woody finally. Bryson calls me, and I didn't have to make a video or nothing. Bryson calls me and says, yo, man, no, I did that. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me that's one of the ones you did? And he said, you didn't ask. And I forgot. So I made a video the next day. Hey, you know, may have to eat a little crow and apologize. But I did honestly thought that was Bryson. And Bryson himself would tell you that was the whole idea. You know, even though he told me that he wasn't Woody, he didn't expect me to believe him, you know, that he was or was not, because of all the things that was going on by him and Woody. And he admits that let me find the one about Corey. You know, he acts like he's so innocent, hadn't been in it until Bryson. See, I don't know if he's got dates. I haven't paid no attention or anything. But let me see if it's on this one. He does say there were 2 videos. Mine starts way before his and shows him running back into the RV and locking the door when he realized who I was. But the video is just the opposite. I opened the screen door. And then after a minute, close it. So I don't know about that one. Maybe this is it. I am from Indiana. Bill and Jimmy are very good friends of mine. Well, we know that. And he tells how he was in court and I didn't recognize him. That was a lie. And he says the judge was mad at me, and that was a lie. But this one, I think, is a good one. Oh, here it is. Is there anything I can do to help you, Steve? I have made as many calls and posts as I can to get some attention to Corey and his comments. I will say I have to share some of the credit for getting Jim Rally moved out of Truck Edge. I didn't have any rallies at Truck Edge. And the only rallies I went to at Truck Edge was 420 rallies, and I went to them. I was there. So why they're trying to tell people that. But he says that he had help canceling that. So when was that? That was not too long back, or was that before, or what? But it proves he's been doing it for a long time. All the way since Bryson said, hey, it's me. So it'll come together. I didn't get to turn that dog shit in till today. Post office was closed yesterday. But yeah, hopefully they take me more serious this time. I told them to make sure to tell them that I'll play them a tape of their other postal guy, the postal police, that I ran off the property. Not send me somebody's going to make some stupid joke about, are you going to eat it? His dog ate it. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. I wonder what all other excuse. See, I know Steve ain't got nothing he says he's got. Just like he told me when I was there, he didn't want to go to Starks, Maine because of his son. He told Rhonda it was because I beat my dog. They don't know how to keep their lives straight. They don't know how to keep them straight. Damn, you keep that snow. Woo, 1 and 3, no, keep that. We're in the 70s here, man. Old man like me likes that. Woo! Man, this eye feels like it's more open than it's ever been. So that, you know, seems like I'm used to this eye being bigger, and this one is, now this one feels like it's wider, and this one's a little closed. I'm sure you meant to say lies. Because I really can't, I can't laugh about the eye part, because, you know, I have to take vision stuff very serious now. I mean, that kind is funny, but it's also kind of a cruel joke. But I know you meant to say lies instead of eyes. No, he's a sicko from the past, you know. Hey, you set a house on fire with a 16-year-old kid inside. I don't care if there's a kid inside or not. What are you doing setting a house on fire? You know? Oh, I don't even want to play the tapes. Oh, yeah. I got the tapes. Steve don't know this probably, but if I have to, I'll play them. Evidently, Steve was telling her about the bad check charges and all, and the things behind that. Kind of disgusting. More disgusting than a cousin marriage, if you can believe it. But we leave it like that. Because, see, I'm not trying to just, hurt people and put their stuff out here and whatnot. But if they want to keep it up, keep pushing me and everything will come out. Everything will come to light. I got things that would embarrass the hell out of Steve. And Scott Winslow's ex-wife and stuff like that. Yeah, embarrass the hell out of him. And, since the very beginning, I've tried my best to do the most I can with the less I can. Does that make sense? I tried to do just by putting the Calvins in the windows or their picture to shame them. Well, when you're that ate up, don't care, then there's no shame. And then when you think you can get away with anything because you've been getting away with it, and it's all a shame. It's all a shame. Every bit of it. In the end, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself or nothing, but in the end, there's only one victim. And that's the prisoners of this petition. All the people that I could have reached and helped. That's the only, victims really. I mean, thank God I didn't get killed when Rhonda hit me, but other than that, the only victim is the prisoners. And the fact that we don't want it out of a class 1 narcotic, So that's really sad and shows you what kind of so-called marijuana advocate. I mean, Scott swears to God that he was a pot advocate 20 years. He's a rock star. What was the name of something Hoosiers, whatever, to do with weed and whatnot. And we all know Scott, the Bong Father, tried to make a petition using my name to spin off of and stuff. What kind of advocate does that? All they do is trying to ruin my mission instead of advocating for the cannabis. It make no sense. It's just like when his ex-wife and Bill Lebanon, Jimmy Shaw, ruined the concert. I wasn't trying to make a penny off of that. Now, it hurt that I spent $3,000 and got nothing in return. Yeah, that kind of disappointed and hurt, But you know what? The show went on for the couple that showed. I produced the bands that would show up. The sound equipment was there. I did everything I said I would do. It was them that screwed all that up. And the only people that was hurt was the homeless people. Because, higher fellowship and them would have got the one donation for the homeless. So Mike's Bar was all on board. Had been on his marquee for a couple. It's a shame they did that. That's all back. And then he wants to throw that. But, of course, he had to lie and say that I come between him and his wife. And they were going to throw an event. And she paid so much for this, that. Boy, I want her to come forward and say them lies. I'd like to get her in court. I would slander at the best. Yeah, you're right. Nothing's going to embarrass him. The Hmong Father knows. All the people that was on my page, he knows all of them. He knows there's the one still there. And had they not kept threatening to do things to everybody's account, and we seeing them doing it to people, and that's why most people won't comment. That's why I say, don't. But I can't wait until, hopefully the FBI investigates him and her both. It'd be funny as hell to hear that the FBI showed up at that City Mart Tobacco or whatever it was looking for their manager. Oh, I'd love to be a fly on the wall or get pictures of that. Oh, thank you, Roger Dodger, and I know that. Oh no, I haven't showed a third of my cards. I haven't showed a third of them. Man, you wouldn't believe how many messages and stuff and that stuff. Because like people say, why don't you ignore them? Man, I've gotten up to almost 100 messages a day sometimes. And they see how it's growing. In the beginning, it was just what I thought was Scott. Well, then the trucker come in and was doing it behind everybody's back. That makes it two. Now, I don't know Scott with girlfriend and Jimmy Shaw and all them, if they were involved in the background in the beginning or what. I don't know. I want it all to be investigated and find out. That's what I want to know. After that, it was the Bong father. After that, it was some stupid kid named Aaron Jones that I've never done nothing to either. Nothing. That wanted to run his mouth and all this stuff to try to be a biggie. And then now you're getting to Monica. The only one there is Phil. I don't think Phil's been doing anything. But is Leslie and Leslie's boyfriend? Yeah, so is Monica. I feel wholeheartedly they're in on it. And they're not cool. But that's why all these need to be investigated. Yeah, the groups, all that. I think they could just delete their groups and stuff and they're going to be fine. Number one, that would show them guilty automatically. But number two, they can't. Facebook has that. I don't care if you delete whatever you want to delete. You delete it for us to see, the public to see. No, it's still on the main server somewhere. I guarantee you that. I guarantee that. But hey, it is what it is. I need some green. I ain't got no green. I do have a cartridge or two. Well, this one, I don't know why. This one burns so much faster than this one. I would swear I've hit this one more than this one. But this one seems to burn quicker than this one. I don't know. But and their biggest problem right now is that, they piss Rhonda off. They keep mocking her and what her dad did, torturing her when she was a child, raping her and all that. And just like me, they mocking her and these groups and stuff and whatnot. And I tell you, she's not a dumb lady. She used to work for the state. That is true. I don't think she works for the state no more. But she knows how to look up and research things and stuff. She sent me my half-brother Charlie. He died in 2006 at 51 or something, in his 50s. Dang, That was sad. Sad to me. I knew he wasn't going to live long because he was really bad in the alcohol. Well, Roger Dodger, I want to come up that way worse than you can think. That's up near where a friend of mine, the Glore family, is. Lance Glore and his mom and them. He got 10 years without parole, blah, blah, or 10 years for not snitching on some people. Anyhow, I've been wanting to see him. And I've been trying to get up that area, and hopefully the good Lord puts it this year. But right now, I think the good Lord's calling me to Florida to see my family I ain't seen in, 30 plus years. But, good Lord willing, heck, I'll go from here to Florida to Washington, D.C., over to Washington, down, and then, maybe even into California before I come out, whatever the good Lord sends me and how he sends me, because this will be my last run, my official I quit. Can't lead the horse to water. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And with the government we got right now and how they're straightening things up, If I got the numbers, they would do it. All I can do is go through this year and try and get the numbers. Don't hold it against me if I don't get the numbers, because I'll be out there every day begging people to sign the petition, just like I do nowadays. You hear me on my videos if you'd like to sign. That's all I can do. What helps it is when I pull up, they see all the flags, you get to educate people, they want it right on the motorhome. And if you can convince them right then and there to sign, do the queue and whatnot, dang, you got another signature. But everybody that comes by will tell you they're going to go home and sign it. They don't. Whether they forget, get stoned, whatever, it's not that important no more. I couldn't tell you. But I know out of probably every 100 people I talk to, if one person, 2 for sure, I'm lucky, real lucky. And it's not that, they say they're going to say, why would they say that, I have no idea. I quit trying to figure out people. But maybe people listen this year, and the world's waking up to a lot of stuff. Hunter Biden was in all this trouble because he had a class 2 narcotic and tried to buy a gun or ammunition or something, right? Well, you should know, as long as you have this class 1 narcotic, marijuana, it's a lot worse. And if you think they're going to arrest the president's son over drugs and not the American people, got another thing coming. Now, I don't think Trump would use cannabis against us to take guns. I really don't. I think Trump wants the American people to have their guns. But if something happened to Trump, they damn sure would. I'm surprised Biden didn't do it. He's probably too stupid to figure it out. But as long as you have a medical marijuana card, you free will give up your right to bear arms and ammunition under federal law. All anyone's got to do is go research that. And when you do, research what a lot of people think. Oh, pot's legal. Ask it, what under federal law, what is cannabis right now? And I guarantee you, it tells you a class 1 narcotic. That big oxymoron, no medical value. But yet the government's owned the medical patent since 71. Come on, Trump, Elon, let's go make that, get that straightened out. Wouldn't that be good? Come on, Elon Musk, let's get that one straightened out. How in the hell can you say there's no medical value and keep it a class 1? Right on, Roger Dodger. I couldn't do that. I like the idea. I couldn't do that. I really couldn't. But, hey, thanks for the laugh, man. Back before I was baptized and found the Lord and stuff, I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd do it in a heartbeat. But, after I found the Lord and everything, it's not the right thing for me to do. I appreciate it, though. It's just not the right thing for me to do. Now, if I happen to come up to Washington, if I happen that Washington way, and you come by, and you donate a penny, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, a hug, a little Spokane bud or anything, I will give you a marker, and you feel free to write whatever you like about whoever you like, wherever you like on the Kennebago. How's that one? Goodness sakes. Goodness sakes. But I am going to, I got to get a ride into town sometime, somewhere, and get a bank account opened up so I can start a GoFundMe. And hopefully get some donations in. I've got to get a new generator. I've got to have electric, so I either got to have solar or generator. Right now, a generator's the cheapest way to start out, but I got to buy fuel every day. But either, I've got to have electric. We'll tune up say $100 worth of tune-up stuff, oil, plugs, not points, but plugs and antifreeze and stuff, and it should be ready to go. Normally, I would have worked a couple of months in the wintertime, and which can be proven in every year I was out there. That's neither here nor there. But see, this year I didn't get to because of my eye. I haven't been able to work or nothing. So I really, 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 really need help this year getting my start. Once I get my start and get on the road, man, Sean, I'm tell you, I very seldom ask for anything. And most of the time people come through and help me out. But once I get it, like I tell you, I need a starter or something, $80, whatever it is. Once I hit that, I also make a post and let people know, yo, thank you. We got enough. So, and that's why they got to make all these videos and stuff to try and make it where people don't want to help me or nothing. I'm a scammer, I this, I that. Yeah, they know it's all a lie. Heck, Mr. Alan Newman. Oh, I can't tell you how many hundreds he donated. He's the one that found the engine for this bus that we bought. And I can't tell you how many hundred he donated buying cards and this, that, and the other. A great guy. He's still here with me. He knows the truth, and that's what's keeping me going. All these people that's still here with me that he claims that aren't, yeah, they know the truth. And they all know that I got a special love for each and every one of them. Just like Sean and Will and Corey and all these other ones been around a long time. A whole long time. Well, Sean, he had to be here since the beginning. Because it was, I don't know if it was 14 or 15, but Sean was there in town. That's where Officer Roach and Sergeant Hash did an illegal search in Huntington, West Virginia. I don't know if you heard or was around during any of them stories, Roger Dodger, but yeah, illegal search, Huntington, West Virginia State Police, Trooper Hash and Sergeant Roach. Trooper Roach and Sergeant Hash of the West Virginia State Police. Well, hell, Sean's been on here ever since then. It's been a while. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, well, he still is a good donor and all. Heck, last month he sent me $50 that helped out. I mean, that helped out really great. I mean, that came right on time and all. That was great. So yeah, you're a great donor. The cross you had me do. Shit, that $20 couldn't have come in at any better time. It's funny. The good Lord blesses me at the end, towards the end of the month, like right now. Okay, I need some green. I ain't got no smoke. Well, hopefully somebody will bless me a little green, or you never know. Someone may bless me with cash, whatever. I'll make it to the end of the month, but it would be nice because I'm not supposed to do nothing for 3 days. No lifting, no nothing for 3 days, and then take it easy for the whole week, and then go back and see the doctor, and then he'd probably take me off my restrictions for my eye and stuff. I don't know. Yep, absolutely. I was parked right there by him. And I can't believe they used the excuse that Walmart called them. Walmart said they didn't want nothing to do with that shit, and they didn't call them. Nope. They gave me a new pair of jeans and 2 cameras. Yeah, Walmart did. And they didn't have to. Walmart didn't do nothing. The manager said he felt bad that it happened in their parking lot. So, yeah. Well, my friends, I guess it's time for me to get out of here. I got to keep my screen time down on my eyes and stuff. You can catch me on Facebook, 420 Jim. Spell it out, FOURTWENTYJIM. I'm there at 7 o'clock in the evening. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. It's Mountain Standard Time, so it's like almost 5:30 here now. So hour and a half, I will be there. on Facebook. Until tomorrow, here on YouTube. Again, that's about 4:20. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Till then, always remember, it's about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs, Jack and Lulu, love you. I love you, and Jesus loves you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.